Today's notes will look at factoring trinomials. Now this is a follow-up video from yesterday's factoring trinomials, day 1, where we had the a value, so that's the number in front of the x squared. We had an a value yesterday of just 1, and today's video, day 2, will focus on an a value other than 1. Now our process won't change. We're still going to use the guess and check method, and we're still going to stick with our 3 steps that we have written out to the right. So I'm going to start with the first one, and it says use factors of that ax squared for the first term in each binomial. So I'm going to start with our example 1. I'm going to look at factors of 4, and possibilities include 1 times 4 or 2 times 2. And our second bullet point here says use factors of c, so that is our constant out here, 3, and we're going to use those for the last term in our binomial. So factors of 3, I only have the option of 1 times 3, and then I'll go ahead and get my parentheses set up, and let's start our guessing. So in that first spot, we're going to have to decide between the 1 and 4 or 2 and 2. And I'm just going to take the first one. I'm going to use the 1 and 4. Now remember, this is actually a 4x squared. So instead of just 1 and 4, I'm going to use 1x and 4x. Now let's hop over to the factors of c. So splitting up 3, our only option was 1 times 3. I'm going to put a 1 and a 3. So that completes our guess, and now let's go ahead and check. And remember, the check happens by multiplying the inside and outside terms. So on the inside, 1 times 4x is 4x, and on the outside here, 1x times 3 is 3x, and we want to add those like terms to add up to bx. So remember, b is the middle part, so here that's 7x. So we have 4x and 3x, which does in fact add up to 7x. So we got it on our first try. That guess with the 1 and 4 was a great one. So we have 1x plus 1 or x plus 1 in our first binomial, and then we have 4x plus 3 for the second binomial. And there you go. You have factored your first trinomial today. So I do have some other examples, and I think maybe it's good to look at an example where we take a guess and it doesn't quite work out and we have to go back to the drawing board. So we got lucky on that one, but I'm going to flip to the next example and let's take a look at that one. So in example 2, we have 5m squared minus 27m plus 10. And I'm going to start by finding factors of a. So I'm going to split up 5, and in this case we have just one option, it's 1 times 5. And then I'll hop over to factors of c. So factors of 10, I could use 1 times 10, or I could use 2 times 5. So I'm going to set up my first guess here with my binomials. And in the first spot, we only have that one option because we split it up with 1 and 5. So I'm going to use 1m and 5m in that first spot. For the second spot, we do have some options. So I'm going to go ahead and take the first choice, the 1 and the 10. Now when we go ahead and pencil in the 1 and the 10, initially I would just go in order and put the 1 in the first binomial, the 10 in the second binomial. But this is actually not going to work before I even get to the check, because notice in our second binomial, the 5m plus 10, there's a GCF between the 5 and the 10. And I know that can't be our answer because our original problem, the trinomial 5m squared minus 27m plus 10, did not have a GCF. So I'm going to actually undo, and I'm going to take that 10 out and the 1. I can still use 10 and 1, but what I'm thinking is they need to go in the other spot. So maybe the 10 goes in the first binomial, the 1 goes in the second binomial. Okay, so we can still try that first option, but just the placement matters. So I'm going to put the 10 first and give that a try. So there's our guess. Let's move on to the check. So our check says multiply the inside and outside terms. So on the inside, 10 times 5m is 50m. On the outside, 1m times 1 is 1m. And then I add those together, right, our like terms, I would get 51m. But remember, we wanted negative 27m. So first of all, I know we're not close with our numbers here, so I'm going to strike this option from the board. But also, I'm also noticing that we want a negative 27m, and in my first guess, I had a positive 50m and a positive 1m. And that's not going to work to get to a negative 27m. So I'm going to need to try some negative factors. So something like a negative 1 times a negative 10 or a negative 2 times a negative 5. So those two negative factors would still multiply to positive 10. So when we talk about our factors of C, I'm adjusting slightly. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do a second guess here. And I'm going to keep my note in mind about the negative factors. Now I'm still going to stick with the 1m and 5m in the first spot. That was the only option on that one. It's more of the factors of C that I'm trying. Now I could go with the negative 1 and negative 10, but remember I tried the 10 and 1 option and I didn't really get close at all. So I'm going to bail on that option. I'm going to try the 2 and the 5, and again with my note about the negatives. So my first instinct would just be to put the negative 2 in the first spot and the negative 5 in the second spot. But remember we talked about that GCF in the first guess? Well, the same idea here. I don't think putting the negative 5 in the second binomial is a good idea because it would create a GCF with the 5m, right? There's a GCF here. And again, we said our problem doesn't have a GCF just by looking at the beginning trinomial. So I'm going to undo that guess, pull out the eraser, and I'm just going to be strategic about those numbers and put the negative 5 in the first binomial and the negative 2 in the second binomial. Okay, so let's go ahead and check to see where we're at. Let's see how close we are. So on the inside product, I have negative 5 times 5m for negative 25m. And on the outside product, 1m times negative 2 is negative 2m. And if we add those like terms, the negative 25m and the negative 2m, we get negative 27m, which is exactly what we wanted. So our final answer is 1m plus a negative 5, or you could write that as m minus 5 instead of the plus negative. And then the second binomial, 5m, again, instead of plus a negative 2, you could write that as minus 2. Okay, so there was an example where we had a couple options with our guesses, and the first guess didn't quite work out. We went back to the drawing board. We got it on the second try. We had to alter with some negative factors, but we made it work. So nice job. I do have one more example, if you're feeling like another example would help, let's check out example 3. So example 3 has 40k squared plus 10k minus 5. And I don't know about you, but when I read that off and I saw that 40, I'm thinking, oh no, that's going to be a lot of options if we're doing this guess and check. And I like example 3 because even though the numbers are really big, as I was reading that off, I noticed that there's a GCF. There's a common factor of 5 in this trinomial. So let's pull out or divide that GCF of 5 out of each term here. So always get that GCF first. So I'm going to undistribute or factor out that 5. And then what's left over is going to be 8k squared plus 2k minus 1. So now looking at our trinomial, it doesn't look as intimidating. Okay, I do have some options still when I look for factors of a, but 8 doesn't have as many options. So I could still split that up into 1 times 8 or 2 times 4. And then factors of c, so factors of -1, I am going to have to use a negative factor, but 1 is just 1 times 1. So again, making one of those factors negative, so I'll have the option of using -1 and +1, and that's actually our only option. Okay, so I'm going to set up the template for my guess and check, and just bring that 5 out in front. I don't want to forget about it, right? Okay, so in the first spot, and here's where we're going to need to guess, because I do have 2 options. So I'm going to pick let's go with the first one here. Let's pick that -1 and 8. It is called guess and check, so I'm going to go with a 1k and 8k to start. Okay, so the second spot, I don't have any options. It's just the -1 and +1, so I'll just pencil those in. I'm not really sure I have any feeling one way or the other about where to put the +1 versus -1, so we're going to go with it. And check. So let's take a look on the inner products here. -1 times 8k is -8k, and +1k times +1 is just +1k. So on my check, -8k plus a 1k would get me the -7k, and it looks like we wanted the 2k. So we are not quite there, so we're going to need to go back to the drawing board. We're going to have to maybe take a different approach. We weren't really close on that. Okay. Now I could swap the placement of the 1 and -1 and try again, but what happens if I swap that 1 and -1? Okay, so I'll move the +1 in front, the -1 in that second spot. So what that does is will give me the +8k and a -1k. So all it's doing is changing my signs, and then when I add those like terms, I'm going to get 7k. So still not close to the 2k that we wanted. So I think we need to go back to the drawing board and find a completely different option. Maybe instead of using the 1 and the 8, maybe we go to 2 and 4. Okay, so I'm going to keep the 5 in front, and I'm just going to go with a second guess here. So we said we're going to try the 2 and the 4, so I'm going to pencil in a 2k and a 4k for the first spot. And then for the second spot, again, the 1 and the -1. Not really sure. We're going to take a guess on that one. I'll put the 1 first, the -1 second. We know if this doesn't work out, maybe the 1 and the -1 switch spots and we try that, but let's give this a go and see what we get. So on the inner products, I'm going to get a 4k, and the outer products, I'm going to get -2k. So when we add those like terms together, 4k plus -2k gives me positive 2k, which that is exactly what we want here, right there in the middle. So I think we got it on our second guess. So here we go, our final answer has the 5 in front. Remember that GCF from the very beginning. And then we're going to use 2k plus 1 for the first binomial and 4k minus 1 for the second binomial. All right, nice job. There's your guess and check. And this one was a little extra because we got a GCF in there as well. I hope you feel confident about factoring trinomials. Thanks for watching.